students, this video lecture is on the subject Information Theory and Coding, and in this class we are going to study about the symmetric channel, that is what do you mean by symmetric channel, and a derivation on its channel capacity and a problem related to symmetric channel. Symmetric channel. A channel is said to be a symmetric or uniform channel if the second and subsequent rows of the channel matrix contain the same element as that of first row but in different order. So we'll see an example here. So you have the channel matrix given as P of y by x, where the first row elements are 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 6, and if you see the second row, it is the same element 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 6, but it is in different order. So this is the symmetric channel. So if you try to write the channel diagram for this given matrix, you will have x1, x2, x3 as 3 inputs, y1, y2 and y3 as 3 outputs, and x1 by y1, that is this particular value, is given as 1 by 2, x1 by y2 is 1 by 3, and x1 by y3, this value is nothing but 1 by 6. Similarly, we can write this value x2 by y1 as 1 by 3 as per the channel matrix. x2 by y2, this value is 1 by 6, and x2 by y3, this value will be equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, we can write x3 by y1, x3 by y2 and x3 by y3, and the respective value is 1 by 6, then 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So this is the channel matrix for the given channel diagram. One more example for the channel symmetric or symmetric channel is given here. So it is given as 0.5, 0.3, 0.2 and 0, and the same element is repeated in the subsequent rows. So the channel diagram for this above matrix, we can write it as you have 3 inputs and you are going to have 4 outputs in this particular case. So you have A1, A2, A3 as inputs, B1, B2, B3 and B4 as outputs. So you can write the respective values from here to here, from A2 to A1 to B2, A1 to B3, and respective values are 0.5, 0.3 and 0.2. Similarly, you have from here to here, A2 by B2 is 0, A2 by B3 and A2 by B4, and the respective values are 0.3, 0.5 and 0.2. Similarly, A3 to B1 you don't have any connection, from A3 to B2, A3 to B3 and from A3 to B4, and the respective values you are going to write along this particular direction, which is 0.5, then this will be 0.2, and the last one, this B4 by A3 will be equal to 0.3. So this is how you are going to write the channel diagram. We'll try to derive an expression for capacity of symmetric or uniform channel here. In general, the channel matrix of a symmetric or uniform channel can be written with R input and S output as, we can write the matrix as P of B by A, which is equal to, you will have A1, A2 up till AR, B1, B2 up till BS. So what are the elements here? So you will have some elements in this particular channel matrix where you will have the probability value as P1. This might be P2, then you might have P3, so on up till PS. The next row you are going to have the same probabilities and it will be in different order. So you might have P2, you will have this as P3, you might have some element PS minus 1, then last element might be P1. Similarly, you are going to continue with all the probability value. The last row you might have P3, you might have PS minus 1, you might have PS minus 2, so on up till P1. So this is nothing but you are going to have P1 to PS elements in the channel matrix in different order. Now by your conditional probability, addition of row element of your conditional probability matrix should be equal to 1. So summation j equal to 1 to s p of bj by ai should be equal to 1. But all the r number of rows are going to have the same element as P1, P2, P3 and so on. So we can write this equation as summation, same equation, we are going to write it in different order. Summation j equal to 1 to s. Instead of writing pj by ai, we'll simply write it as p of bj should be equal to 1. Equivocation for the same channel, we can write it as h of b by a equal to double summation I varying from 1 to r, j varying from 1 to s, p of ai, bj into log of 1 by p of bj by ai. So this is the definition of your equivocation function. Now we'll simply write this equation as summation I varying from 1 to r, j varying from 1 to s, p of ai into p of bj by ai into log of 1 by p of bj by ai. But we know that p of bj by ai in your probability matrix or conditional probability matrix is nothing but pj. So we'll try to replace this. We are going to get summation I varying from 1 to r, j varying from 1 to s, p of ai into this, we can write it as pj log 1 by pj, or we can write this as summation I varying from 1 to r, p of ai summation j varying from 1 to s, pj into log of 1 by pj. But this summation value I varying from 1 to r, p of ai is nothing but summation of input probability value which is equal to 1. Therefore, we can write h of b by a is equal to summation j varying from 1 to s, pj into log of 1 by pj. So we can take this value as h, which is a constant value for all the elements, as pj is the same element which is going to repeat in the same subsequent rows but in different order. Now mutual information I of a comma b is h of b minus h of b by a, and h of b by a is a constant value, so you can write this as simply h of b minus h, where h is a constant value. Now capacity of a channel C is defined as C is equal to max of I of a comma b. So it should be the maximum value with, we are going to take Rs is equal to 1 symbols per second. So it is equal to, we'll write the value now, max of, what is I of A comma B? It is H of B minus H. Now we cannot take the maximum value of a constant value, so it is max of H of B. So we can simply write this as max of H of B minus H value. So now what is the maximum value of H of B? So max value of H of B is nothing but it is going to have S symbol. So we can write it as log S minus H. So capacity of a binary symmetric channel or uniform channel is given as C is equal to log S minus H, where RS is 1 symbol per second. First problem, for the channel matrix shown below, find the channel capacity. So channel matrix is given here. You see whether the rows are repeated in the subsequent rows of the matrix. So 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6 is going to repeat along the remaining rows. So we can write now channel capacity C is equal to log S minus H, where H is nothing but summation j varying from 1 to S Pj into log 1 by Pj. So Pj is nothing but P1, P2, P3, which is 1 by 2 log 2 plus 1 by 3 log 3 plus 1 by 6 into log 6. So H constant, you are going to get it as 1.459 bits per symbol. Then what is S here? S is nothing but number of output, which is equal to 3. So channel capacity C will be equal to log 3 minus H, which is 1.459 bits per symbol. So substitute here with RS as 1 symbol per second. So RS is 1 symbol per second. We are going to assume this. So C will be equal to, after substitution, you are going to get it as 0.1258 bits per second. So unit of capacity is bits per second. Second problem, for the channel matrix given below, compute the capacity with RS is 1000 symbol per second. So just check whether it is a symmetric or uniform channel. Yes, it is a symmetric channel, as 0.6, 0.2 and 0.2 are going to repeat along the next second and third row, but in different order. So we can write channel capacity C as a log S minus H into RS here, because RS is not 1 symbol per second, and H is given as summation j varying from 1 to S Pj into log 1 by Pj. So Pj's are nothing but elements of the same first row, which is going to repeat. So we can write this as 0.6 log 1 by 0.6, and you have the same element 0.2, so we can write it as 2 into 0.2 log 1 by 0.2. So after substitution, this constant value H, you are going to get it as 1.371 bits per second. Now what is S here? So S is nothing but number of outputs. So you have 3 columns, so you'll have S is equal to 3. So C will be equal to, we have to just put log 3 minus H is 1.371 into RS is given as 1000 here. So just substitute this value, you are going to get channel capacity as 214 bits per second. So this is the channel capacity for the given channel matrix.